A planet-wide race has begun to control the most advanced technologies in the online space. Nearly 3 billion people will be using the internet by 2015. But the one fact that impacts every technology in a wired world is that more than 60% of traffic will come from a single source. With trillions of dollars at stake, with key players like Google, Facebook, Netflix, Amazon, and Verizon, this emerging trend will act as a catalyst for the new internet boom. Imagine web traffic soaring as much as 50 times over the next 4 to 5 years and changing how information reaches around the globe. Forbes says by the end of the year, this technology will impact what is on the TV or on a tablet in your lap, wherever. Nielsen, one of the world's leading research firms, calls it a global phenomenon. Amazingly, there are very few companies that understand what's at stake. The ones that do stand to become richer and more powerful than the companies that pioneered the internet's first .com boom. So it's no wonder that online leaders are eagerly making major investments in the technologies that can provide a competitive advantage. In the past year alone, Google acquired 8 companies in this space, including one with a price tag of $400 million. Fortunes are being made as Internet Boom 2.0 starts to take shape. And one company has the inside track, with a technological innovation that enables the Internet to go 10 times faster. The changes we're talking about could create many times the wealth that the original Internet boom created. Yet the key is to understand not all investments in this space are created equal. Our analysts are calling this a pure Internet technology stock that's poised to make 1,000% gains or more as it creates a monopoly. In a moment, you'll be ahead of the curve. In fact, I'll reveal the name and the stock symbol. But first, let me take a second to introduce myself. My name is Elliot Dobbs. I'm the publisher of a very different kind of investment newsletter called Stock Market Authority. To put it simply, we specialize in making people large gains on their money. Most recently, Stock Market Authority alerted readers to the high flyer potential of Lithium Exploration Group, OTCBBLEXG, helping them make a killing as the stock popped from $1 to $10.68. That's 968% gain in about 4 weeks. And the situation I'm showing you today is vital to the future of the internet. Here in the US and around the world, Europe, Asia, Africa, your next-door neighbors probably don't even realize it exists, which is precisely why I'm telling you now about this one stock, in this one transformational industry that's poised to capitalize on a once-in-a-lifetime market surge. Just take a look at the big-picture global trends. Cisco projects that there will be 2 internet-connected devices for every person in the world in 2015, up from 1 per person in 2010. Traffic will reach 11 gigabytes per person in 2015, up from just 3 gigabytes a person in 2010. And keep in mind, 2/3 of that will be driven by just one single source. Yet the boom is just getting started, and there are challenges ahead. Nemertes Research, a leading consulting firm in emerging technologies, says demand will exceed capacity within the next 2 to 4 years. Keeping in mind, the story isn't just about a fancy new technology. It's about who has the ability to bring it to market as quickly and as widely as possible. By dramatically reducing distribution costs over standard internet connections and delivering quality improvements that we'll cover in a minute, this is the one company certain to rake in the profits. What is this internet segment that's growing so quickly? I'll tell you. Amazingly enough, it practically didn't exist before 2005. Today it's used in every corner of society, from entertainment to high-tech surgery, from school kids to retirees. It's used by consumers in their homes, offices, and even when they're on the road. There's no place it can't go. But the massive increase in its use has a downside. And in a worst-case scenario, it could crash the internet, which wasn't built to handle the sheer volume of traffic. I'm talking about online video. In the pioneering years of online video, it was all about short home movies of kids, dogs, goofy stunts, or music. But when Google bought YouTube for $1.65 billion, It proved that online video packed a serious business punch. Just a few years later, the companies storming into the online video business include movie and TV conglomerates, mobile telecoms, social networking, and video advertising companies. Currently, YouTube serves up more than 3 billion videos around the world every day. That's up 50% in just the past year. But if this were only about 15-minute YouTube clips, I wouldn't have put together this special presentation. The fact is, current demand is nothing compared to what's going to happen next. In the US alone, more than 5 billion online videos are viewed every month. You can catch a glimpse of the future through the meteoric rise of Netflix. Their streamed movies consume nearly 30% of all North American internet traffic at peak times. They've just signed a deal to enter 43 countries in South and Central America, and the company has seen its stock price soar 1,693% since late 2008. But the Netflix phenomena is also a very clear example of growing too fast. The Motley Fool put it this way: Netflix faces a big risk of becoming a victim of its own success. During peak times, consumers suffer through stutters and pauses from buffering, and highly publicized outages that last hours at a time. The problem, industry executives and analysts say, is that high-definition movies require many times the data of an email or a web page, the simple kinds of content the internet was built to transmit. Think of the internet as a global city, with a series of massive pipes delivering water throughout the system. Streamed live news and entertainment, on-demand movies, and internet TV are creating a surge in volume through those pipes. For example, video on demand will soar to the equivalent of 3 billion DVDs per month by 2015, triple what it is today. It's causing a massive crunch in bandwidth, the available space on communications networks. The company we've discovered has the potential to save Netflix from disaster. But this technology promises an impact far beyond one organization. By decreasing bandwidth needs by 90% or more, companies could instantly decrease their costs and increase their profits. In addition to Google and Netflix, Raystream's target markets are a who's who's list of the online world. Online video properties such as Hulu, Microsoft, Vivo, Viacom, Disney Online, and others in this $12 billion market could reduce bandwidth needs while improving quality. Advertising and marketing networks are a $3.3 billion global market, with players like Tremor Media and Yumi handling the high-turnover online videos. Content distribution networks such as Akamai are the behind-the-scenes companies in a $4.7 billion market that distribute rich media streaming content across the internet. The telecom industry largest players, Verizon, AT&T, and Vodafone, among others, now offer video on demand, pay-per-view, and a variety of video platforms. And about 155 million websites could use Raystream as a low-cost, high-quality alternative with easy user-friendly conversions. Then, you need to consider some of the emerging video segments that are taking off. Thanks to rapid adoption in smartphones and tablets, 66% of global mobile data traffic will be video by 2015, doubling its rate of growth each and every year. That's a faster pace than any other category, since these devices simply devour bandwidth. Industry analysts say that smartphone users generate 10 to 20 times the traffic of traditional mobile phones, and iPhones generate up to 10 times the traffic of the average smartphone. In other words, this technology could be essential to managing global mobile video use, which shot up by 94% in the second half of 2010, and delivering video to tablet users, which are going to double to 54 million next year. Another emerging platform, Internet Protocol TV, IPTV for short, falls right into Raystream's crosshairs. It brings the entire web to your TV screen through IPTV-capable televisions manufactured by Sony, Samsung, LG, or Philips, or standalone set-top box brands such as Roku or Apple TV. In 2010, IPTV usage climbed by 34.6%, with 523 million lines globally. Cisco calculates the IPTV market will grow 17 times by 2015, not to mention the expected 130% growth in videos watched over Nintendo, Xbox, and PlayStation consoles. The fact is, even the biggest media and technology companies aren't fully prepared for the skyrocketing demands that online video is going to put on the online world. Ironically, this one small, aggressive company has the locked and loaded solution, offering financial and practical benefits that these companies can't find elsewhere. If a 2-hour-long high-definition movie ordinarily requires 3 gigabytes of data transfer, they can ideally deliver the same content in a much leaner 300 megabytes. You can start to understand the importance of those numbers when you consider how some of those companies are handling bandwidth. They're putting limits on data use and charging customers more when they go over the limit. U.S. cable giant Comcast started capping data back in 2008, and they've been joined by AT&T and even more recently by Verizon. It's an international trend, with Canada's Bell Internet and Japan's NTT Communications too. And it's far from over. Cisco reports an increasing number of service providers worldwide are moving from unlimited data plans to tiered mobile data packages. Ultimately, those aren't solutions. They're Band-Aids. This company's technology solves the problem at its source. In just the next 90 to 120 days, investors could see gains of 1,000% as corporations start adapting this innovative technology with the flick of a switch. By the time the big positions are staked out and the wealth carved up, early investors in this stock could see every $10,000 invested turn into $100,000 or more. The company I'm talking about is Raystream Inc., traded on the NASDAQ OTCBB with the stock ticker RAYS. Raystream's stated goal is to become a household name, like Intel, eBay, or Facebook, known not just by corporations, but by consumers. In a moment, I'll give you a link to our full analyst special report, The Next Internet Boom, that contains all the details on why we expect them to blow past the competition. Thanks to our stock market authority's most recent outperformer, Lithium Exploration Group, OTCBB LEXG, our readers helped themselves to a massive 968% gains in just over a month. Trading a modest $10,000 investment turned into a life-changing $106,800. But here's a quick explanation of why our analysts believe RAYS will be scooping up the lion's share of the profits in online video. It's essentially a monopoly just waiting to happen. Raystream's advanced compression technology delivers high-definition video more than 5 times better than any existing competition. That means HD video can be distributed at a significant cost savings to any computer, TV, smartphone, or tablet. It also means Raystream isn't just an innovative technology. It's a disruptive one, turning the current price-performance equation on its head. Once companies run the numbers, they'll almost have no choice but to turn to Raystream as it rockets to the #1 position as the industry standard. The other possibility, based on the competitive advantage this technology provides, is that 2 or more companies could start a bidding war for exclusivity, making RAYS a one-of-a-kind takeover candidate. There's an incredible amount at stake financially. As they see the potential synergies, companies will be scrambling to secure exclusive rights to this transformational technology. Indeed, company insiders say they've already received a number of letters of interest. There are potential buyers in every market segment, but the following 10 companies are our analysts' top candidates. With a market cap in excess of $14 billion, Netflix has the financial clout to make a deal that would send RAYS stock screaming. The Wall Street Journal recently revealed that Google's aggressive acquisition schedule, buying as many as 50 companies in 2011, will focus on small startups that can be a source of new technology, talented engineers, and revenue. That's a textbook description of Raystream. Microsoft is playing catch-up in the online video game, but with a market cap of more than $200 billion, Raystream would be an outstanding chess move to secure a top position. Yahoo has acquired more than 60 tech companies, and Raystream could be a critical way to streamline their operations and revitalize their sagging brand. Vivo, the #1 music video company, could lock up the music video market for years with an acquisition like Raystream. Facebook partnered with Time Warner to test digital movies this spring with its 500 million users. Raystream could put the social networking giant over the top. Viacom could use Raystream to expand its media empire past 520 million households worldwide, in over 160 countries and territories. AOL, repositioning itself as a provider of online content after undoing its $124 billion merger with Time Warner Inc., could use Raystream to boost its online video offerings. Amazon could be desperate for Raystream to manage the video usage surge when they launch their heavily anticipated tablet later this year. Americans viewed 4.6 billion video ads in May 2011, about a third of them on Hulu, a company which would be a perfect suitor for Raystream. Regardless of whether Raystream corners the market or starts the bidding war to end all bidding wars, their success doesn't depend on building new server farms. Their online business can run 24/7 virtually unattended. Their first mover advantage and their superior compression solution all add up to incredible pricing power. Raystream simply converts the videos with its seamless technology platform and cashes the checks. It's like owning a currency press. On day one, Raystream is poised to reach 300 million Americans and 475 million Europeans through the internet. But they're also ready to capitalize on global opportunities. They don't need additional infrastructure to reach Asia's nearly 1 billion internet users. Raystream could even expand into emerging markets at the click of a button. In many of those countries, the pain for the end user is even higher than in the US or in Europe, and the appetite for video is just as strong, and getting stronger by the day. You can get in on this tremendous opportunity too, before mainstream investors. All the information you need is contained in a special report called The Next Internet Boom. You'll be able to access the report at the end of this video. I urge you to do this today, because in the coming months, RAYS is poised to soar. They're in negotiations with some of the biggest players in cloud computing, internet technology, and telecommunications. The first deal could be simply massive. Just to give you an idea of the potential on this online video play, just compare it to one of the original internet boom stocks. Amazon went public at $1.50 a share in 1997 on a split-adjusted basis and hit $244 in September 2011. I'll do the math for you. That's a 16,166.6% gain. If you bought and held on, you turned a $10,000 investment into nearly $1.63 million. This is a company that knows how to make money. And guess what? Amazon launched a new online streaming video service in February 2011, with nearly 100,000 titles already available on demand. You can imagine what will happen to video usage when they bring a tablet to market later this year. And you can guess what would happen to RAYS stock if they used their technology to do it. Bottom line, this is your chance to get in at the early stages of a revolution, just like someone buying a dot-com rocket in the late 1990s. And just like them, RAYS could soar 1,000% by even the most conservative projections. Our analysts have given RAYS their highest rating, strong buy. Call your broker or log into your online trading account and take advantage of a life-changing opportunity today.